machine, baby. Cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What's going on, Entertain? So time come tell with another video. We do it Deb's household. We do it episode 2. Okay, stay tuned for the rest of the season. We pick up where we left off, and we see that Deb is about to kick both of the girls out, which to me would have made no sense whatsoever because she didn't really even ask any of the girls what happened in the house when she wasn't there. All she could see is the footage, hopefully with audio. Next thing you know, Rocky starts getting into it with Deb, and she calls her fake, a fake B, right? Now, it didn't make any sense with this. I don't think Deb is fake. Is she a little flawed? Yeah. Maybe she meant flawed. Because I wouldn't say fake. Because let me tell y'all how Deb is flawed. Y'all remember when she was sitting with Rashida on Love and Hip Hop and Kurt was trying to decide if he wanted to stay her manager or not? And Miss Deb said, she's dirty. She's stinking. See, that was a little flaw. Because you damn near said she was in the dumpster. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's flawed. But fake, I don't think so. I don't think Miss Deb, I wouldn't call her fake. That really didn't make any sense, to be honest. Now, she starts calling out Deb, and it looked like she looked, you want to squabble Deb. Deb walked right over and took off her coat. I said, oh, they're about to squabble. That would have been a big, big squabble, okay? And I think Billboard would have jumped in with her. Well, scary ass. So she starts going back and forth with Deb, and Deb is basically yelling at her to stop. And says, guess what? Instead of y'all getting in this argument with me, y'all gonna have to battle rap. I say, yes. Let me tell y'all something. They need to bring back One Assistant Park because Freestyle Fridays was the best thing that ever was invented. I used to watch that faithfully. Y'all remember that blind white guy who used to know how to rap? Blind Fury, I think that was his name or something. Like, come on. They used to get in each other's face. They used to talk about each other, mama, daddy. Like, it was just so good. And, like, I wish we could go back, but sadly we can't. They get in each other's face. They start battle rapping. Rocky was already doing way better. She came with more energy, and she came with more punchlines and more jokes. Billboard, on the other hand, she didn't do that bad, but it seemed like she wasn't prepared. Although this was on the spot, it wasn't anything that was planned. You still got to come in with your A game if you talk all this hot stuff about how you the best rapper since damn Missy Elliott. So what you think was going to happen? They start going back and forth. They're getting in each other's face. Now, that's why I feel like Deb should have been like, hey, y'all could do that, but don't get in each other's personal space. Because this was y'all know this our residential friend at Evan Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? They all in each other face. They just all in each other grill just like this. And it gets to the point where it gets a little further. Billboard puts her hand in Rocky's mouth like no child left behind. She put the damn hand over her mouth, and then Rocky is pissed, but Rocky doesn't hit her. That's when Deb had enough. Deb was like, sit down now. I don't even want to hear it. Sit down. You two, sit down. Okay? Tell both of them to sit down. Billboard's still standing up. She like, no, what you mean? Give me one more round. I'm a dick her. I got her. Give me one more round. Give me one more round. And I'm like, y'all had like a good 2-3 minute battle. Stop. That's it. Because the next time you do something further, Rocky really going to hit you and turn you into a construction paper. Okay, Billboard? So, Billboard to me, she's not self-aware. Like, it's really bad. Like, as much as I can make jokes and stuff about it, like, you got to kind of know when to, like, be quiet. And she doesn't know how to do that. That's not good at all. Like, damn, girl. Fuck. You really think it's okay to talk that much? And it's, like, continuous. Run-on sentences. Cutting people off. Anyways, she's still mad and she started doing this. She like, come on, bro. Come on, son. Come on. Come on. Deb was not having it. Deb not with the lesbian. No shade. Deb is not with the lesbian. Okay? She's not with it. She said, you over there, you don't call me bro. I'm not bro. You over there cocking your vagina like it's a penis, crying like you masculine. I said, ooh, what you trying to say, damn? I'm like, damn. What if, she's a femme stud? You know what I'm saying? What if she piped the girls down? Ain't nothing wrong with that, Miss Deb. But I kind of see what she was saying, because it's like, don't try to act all hard and then you crying. So that's what she was sort of saying. It just didn't come out right at all. But it was so funny to me. Like, I keyed so hard at that part. So the girls, all sit down and they send home Billboard. Billboard has to get the packet. You lose the battle rap, okay? First day, wasn't even in there for a full day, some hours, and sister girl got to head out. She got to go home, okay? Of course, Billboard was very disappointed and wanted to stay in the house, damn near begged. At one point, I thought she was going to get on this, please, Dad, please, please, please. But I feel her, though. You begin to, like, there's opportunities that you feel like, damn, like, once it slips through your fingers, it just don't be the tea. So I kind of feel where she was, her disappointment and how, like, where it was coming from. But you had it coming for you. You kept talking. You didn't know how to be quiet. Your mouth was running like bathwater. Like, damn, it just wouldn't stop. Now, there's a mentor named Stormy, and she gives some advice to the girls before the girls go on and cheer. Some of the girls were smart. Some of them was cheering with alcohol. Some was cheering with water bottles. That's who you could tell whose head was really in the game, because the girls who was cheering with water bottles, were thinking about their voice and their throat control, their vocal control, instead of drinking that alky. Okay? Now, the next day, mind you, before Billboard leaves, she talks to Deb. Deb at this point would tell this girl, get out of my face. Because she like, Deb, I'm so grateful, bro. Like, thank you so much. Like, I'm crying because, like, I love this opportunity. Like, it means everything to me. Like, I just can't, I don't know. Like, let me talk my strap real quick. All right, my bad. Anyways, thank you so much for this opportunity. Like, she was crying in Deb's face, and Deb was like, you got my mic. Okay, thank you. Deb could care less, low key. I'm like, damn. But I feel her, though, because it's like, you doing too much. She seems like a sweet girl, but she seems very insecure and an overcompensator, which in this industry, the music industry, is a bad mix. Because you would get humbled left and right, and it's going to be to the point where you're going to low-key start to hate yourself. And that's what I see out of her, and it's not cute at all. Okay? So Billboard gets to back it. They do it like Hell's Kitchen. You know how Hell's Kitchen, they take the chef's coat, and he pulls it down the hook, and the picture catches on fire. Well, this time, Deb takes the mic, and she says, and she drops it, okay? So that's how the girls get eliminated at Deb's house. That was kind of cool to see, not gonna lie. If I was her, I would have asked to take the Billboard home. No shade. My name Billboard. Let me take my Billboard picture home. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing hanging on the wall. I would have came back after they did that little scene and said, can I take that home? No shade. Put it in my room real quick. Like, that shit was cute. Let somebody do something like that for me. I'm pulling it up in my room, okay? Now, the next day comes, and the challenge is to exercise while rapping. Shout out to Dank, because Dank was out here doing her big one, still rapping while still being a bigger girl. Now, she explained the reason why she's big, and the reason why she's bigger is because she has a thyroid issue. So she was basically, her confessionals explaining to us how, like, a lot of people see her and they just think, she's big or fat because she likes to just stuff her face. And she said that's not the case, because a lot of it has to do with her thyroid issue. A lot of celebrities have thyroid issues. I think Trina has thyroid issues. That's why sometimes she's a little bit bigger than at other times. I think Wendy Williams at one point has a thyroid issue in regards to her foot, if I'm not mistaken. Like, there's a lot of celebrities that actually do have thyroid issues, and their weight fluctuates. Like, they gain a whole lot of weight, sometimes skinny. So it's good that she's sort of like bringing awareness to that. Now, we see Elektra, and she talks about how she's been in the industry forever. Now, they done showed this girl like 10, 11 around Eminem. I'm like, okay, that made me respect her a little bit more. Not Eminem, but Wiz Khalifa. That made me respect her a little bit more because from what I was shown episode 1, I just thought that like she just got popping off of social media. And like rap was her thing. It's like a shtick. So to see that she's been working her way up in the industry since young, that made me like her and appreciate her a lot more. And then we also see Izzy. So Izzy quit her job to do the show. I love her now. No shade. Let me tell y'all something. There is this opportunity that I got right before I started this new position. Just believe if it went through, that position would be no longer. It's no shade. I wouldn't give a fuck what they say on my on my mama. Like I know, because there's just some things where like if you get presented the right opportunity, you really gotta take it. You could always get a job. I'm sorry, like it might not be the same as the last one you got, but you gonna run across another one. An opportunity like this, you might not get a season 2. So it's like you got to take it while you can get it. The way that she speaks and how she carries herself, I wouldn't doubt that she'd be able to get another flight attendant job. Like, no, that girl gonna be okay. So Chalk comes in to the house after Deb calls her back into the house. So Deb does her one of the RuPaul moments. Y'all remember when RuPaul sent home one of the queens and she decided to bring her back? She said, "Give me my phone. Hey, Trixie, you want to come back?" So instead, Deb said, "I think I made a mistake. That bitch Billboard, she almost made me end up on a motherfucking mugshot poster board. Come back." Okay? So she tells Chalk she want her to head on back. Chalk ends up coming back. So if y'all don't remember, Chalk is the one who basically had told her like a life story just about the struggles that she's been through, and she's like the aggressive Philly rapper, another Philly girl, silly Philly bitch. Okay, we got 2 silly Philly bitches up in there now. Okay, shout out to the silly Philly bitches in the comments. Y'all showing out in the first episode recap. Okay, now she comes into the house and the girls all sort of welcome her. This is what I like about this show. It shows all the awkward moments and all. I lived for it. Izzy gonna sit on her bed like, "Girl, let me tell you the tea." Chalk said, "Why you sitting on my bed though? That's nasty. Please get up." And she like, "Oh, okay, we doing that." She like, "Yeah." That was to be so funny. She like, "Bitch, if you don't get your ass up with that house clothes on my bed, I'm about to lie my head, bitch." Okay? Like those moments, that's reality TV, not these produced stuff that they put bitches in the house and I'm squabbling because I want to prove to the world, watch, I'm the best squabbler so I could gain more followers. No, those are real reality TV moments. Okay. So Izzy's catching her up what would happen. She's telling that Rocky and Billboard is getting into it. So Chalk is like, "Oh, okay, yeah, for real." Meanwhile, in the meantime, they're asking Rocky, "How do you know Chalk? What's the tea with Chalk?" They're like, "Oh, Chalk, we know of each other, but like we don't know each other like that. Like, you know, like we cool, but like that's about it. Like the fuck, she a fan of me, like she reached out type shit, like you know me, like, but you know, she ain't like that one. Like that I got on the show, she ain't like that one. You know what I'm saying? So Rocky is already throwing a little bit shots at Chalk. I'm not surprised at this at all. They're 2 hardcore girls. You know what I'm saying? In one battleground. It's just not, they weren't going to be buddy-buddy. I could already tell that wasn't going to be the case. So apparently Chalk reached out to Rocky because Rocky is like a big girl in Philly. One of my Discord, shout out to Charlie, said that too, that she's like a big name in Philly apparently, and everybody knows Rocky. I'm like, oh, okay. So apparently Chalk feels like she paved the way for her. So they end up getting into like an interaction on the steps. She's like, "Oh, okay, well, welcome to the house. You know, welcome." And then Chalk is like, "I'm here now, yeah." And then she's like, "Well, you know, you almost didn't make it here the first time." Well, she's like, "I'm here now, bitch." They start going back and forth. I don't know. I said, "Ooh." Chalk is just like, yeah, don't let me dick you down. You was eating up my dick, bro. You was eating up my dick, bro. Trying to come to me. You was a fan of me, bro. Nigga, don't get dick down, nigga. So they start going back and forth. Right? Rocky pulls up the receipts of Chalk hitting her up like a fan. This is why I don't like to give people their props on the socials. Because bitch, you're not gonna call me a fan when I'm just showing you love. Who knows how that text exchange showed, because we only saw the first paragraph. But because you get stuff like this, and then you're called a fan when you're just trying to be nice. And my nice ass been nice a couple of times and it backfired. So it's like, I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? So they start going back and forth. Now, if those two would have thumped, my money would have been on Chalk, because she been through some things. So I think she would have rocked Rocky. That's just what I get from it, okay? They start calling each other Ninja Turtles. Chalk is like, that's why you spend all that money, get that done in your body, bitch. Rocky like, how you know all that about me though? This because you be what? You a fan. You a fan. That's how you know that about me though. Okay, Chalk is like, but I'm here though. They going back and forth, and they start to kind of get it together before Deb comes in the house. So the girls are sort of kind of cheering Rocky down because they know Rocky more than Chalk at this point. They sort of kind of calming her down because they don't want, her to fight Chalk and then her get sent home. Okay? Now, the thing is with those two, I just feel like when you tell somebody you sort of kind of pave the way for them and stuff, you low-key, like Chalk, you low-key sort of like, you sunning them. And bitch, I can't get sunned. So I feel Rocky when it comes to that. You're not gonna sun me. I'm not your child. I listen to my mama. I want to listen to you too, bitch. You was like the fuck. So it's like, I got it. Okay. Now, the mentor Stormy comes in the house and she lets them know to dress up in their best geesh. Now, I knew this was some bullshit. I said, when the hell did Dev start caring about fashions and how the girls put themselves together? Because half them girls at the audition was looking crazy. So I was like, this got to be a twist to it, because this challenge is just too simple. Come into your best geesh and rap. And it was a twist. They get there into the room with Deb. Deb is sitting there with her. Deb always looked like she's engulfed in a coat. Just a big coat. I don't even remember exactly what she was wearing, but in my mind, I envision her sitting in a coat. Was she in a coat? She was in something big and furry. Like, she's always engulfed in a coat or a big fur. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was just sitting in there. So she's sitting in there. She has like a hairstylist and like an installer. And she has, of course, Stormy there and somebody there to sort of like help them undress and stuff like that, right? So the challenge is basically called the blank canvas challenge. Shout out to Deb motherfucking Atney. This was some of the best TV I've seen in a minute. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not overhyping this because they paying me none of that. No. This lady knows what the fuck she's doing with this show. I was gagged because I'm like, I'm so used to watch all this stupid ass reality TV that like, this was like a fresh or cold water. It was just fresh. I was just like, bitch, you quenched my thirst. Like, it was just so good. So the challenge is you either have to strip to like basic jailhouse clothes. So Rocky, bitch, this was familiar. Let me stop. You had to strip into like a gray sweatsuit, jail uniform, basically. Take all your makeup off, weave off, everything. And if you don't do it, you gone. And you had to tell us your real name and your story, so we could get to know the person behind the rapper name. This was genius. Like, real shit. It was just so good. So first person up we have is Malachi, aka Malad, believe it's her right name. So Malachi was just more so worried about her install. She like, I just got this hair done. So she tells us about her story and stuff, how she started rapping when she was younger. Now Malachi, none of the girls, I will say this, I thought I was gonna be like, ugh, like when I seen the girls, and it wasn't. Thank God, right? All the girls are pretty without makeup in an install. Real shit. None of them was like, oh my God. Like, except for who Camille's teeth. Her face card is A1, but her teeth was crazy. But she admits it though. You know what I'm saying? So that's, she doesn't count. She was more so worried about the install. She lets us know a little about herself. Deb was very happy she completed the challenge. Next we got is Honeybee, aka Mariah. She looked the damn same. I'm like, you didn't even have to do the challenge. First of all, she doesn't wear a lot of makeup off the strength of it to begin with. So like, all we just see her hair, that's her hair. It wasn't like a piece or anything. So I was like, she didn't have to do the challenge, honey. You could have just walked in and said hi and got out. Like, she just looked the same. She was very comfortable with her skin. She was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's like very much schoolgirl, giddy giddy. Next we got Izzy, aka Salamia. No, not Salamia. Oh, I forgot how it's pronounced. Salamaya. Her name is so good though. I forgot how it's pronounced. But she gets her braids braided back. And I'm telling y'all, after this episode, I really do like her because I respect a girl that's willing to risk it all to pursue her dreams. Like, because I'm on that same type of wavelength. Like, I'll give it all up to pursue my dreams. I don't give a fuck. Because it's like you only get it one chance. You don't get a lot. So, like, I see her when it comes to that. And she started speaking a little bit more her African accent, which I love too. So she's just like, an African girl, is always in her beauty. So you guys can also see my Nigerian beauty, okay? She gave us a little bit of that. Next, we got Rocky, aka Rashida. That name is so Philly. Rashida, okay? Rashida looks really good without hair and makeup. She actually looks younger, may I add. With the install bangs and the makeup, it actually ages her. Without it, she looked like 5 years younger. That's just my opinion. Next we got is Shock, aka Shamika, I think. Now, she talked about how when she was younger, she was touched, and that's what made her a little bit angry. We hear that a lot when it comes to people of color, to be honest, and it's something that's not really addressed a lot, that needs to be talked a lot more, because when it comes to Black people, they'll forgive a family member who's touched on a younger family member, but let it be a gay family member, and they're like the abomination of the world and pieces of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we're real hypocritical as Black people when it comes to stuff like this. So I'm glad that she brought awareness to it. And she explains as to that's why she's so angry as a person on the inside. And she told a little bit more about her story, which made Deb like tear the fuck up. Okay. The whole episode was just refreshing. Like, it was the right amount of drama, but with substance. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what made it so good. So then we get who Camille. Girl, she gagged the fuck out of me, bitch. This girl was like, I got a surprise for you guys. Wait, guys. Deb, you're going to be shocked at this. I'm like, this girl doing too much theatrics. This better gag the fuck out of me. And girl, she did. She said, and she pulled out her teeth. And she was missing like two front teeth on the side or something like that. Like giving like fangs, but like backwards. It's nothing that veneers can't fix. And she's still a pretty girl. I still think who Camilla is one of the biggest stars of the show. She just radiates star quality. And that's hard to have. And she has it completely. Okay? But you did gag me with the teeth. Side note, y'all. Y'all do know I do not have veneers. These are my real teeth, except for this teeth. One of my teeth, since we talking about teeth, was chipped. And as I got older and could afford dentistry, I got it on my own. I went and got it fixed. And that's how I have all my teeth without like a chip. So just a little fun fact, okay? Now, last we have is Danka, aka Deja. Another one who without hair and makeup, weaving makeup, she actually looks way younger even too. Okay, so she talks about her struggle being a big girl and how it has stopped her from getting opportunities because the skinnier girls who could rap or whatever kind of take that from her, who could barely rap, take that from her, and she doesn't get it because she's a bigger girl. Okay, hopefully she can really get that thyroid like issue fixed, and it gets to the point where she's able to lose that weight, because I really feel like she would make it far. Now, the end is just sort of them saying their names, vlog tease is giving why did I get married, or why did I get a snatch hair and makeup. Okay, and that was about it. This episode is so good. I cannot wait for the rest of this series. I know I got like 3 more episodes to catch up to up until I catch up to the series. Let me know what y'all think down below, and we're out, babies.
No personal thing.